Chapter 3 Method 1 of Mind Control Obfuscation. Obfuscation is to render obscure or unintelligible, creating confusion. When the force of fear is present in us, we feel confused. Confusion is created by dressing something up and making it look good, then putting it in place of the real thing so people take it. The first obfuscation technique is the replacement of simplicity with complexity. Complexity is wrapping someone's mind up in knots and leading them to go down labyrinths in their mind so they think they could never understand. Truth is always simple. All people recognize truth because all people are intelligent beings. It is the nature of evil to create artificially complex ideas. It does this to hide or obfuscate the freedom it destroys. However, removing the complexities and fears from your life will give you a plain and beautiful truth. This truth is the nature of your worth. Jeremy Locke, The End of All Evil. A false belief in the New Age community is that you cannot know something. Problems are too complex and cannot be known, whereas understanding a problem relies on knowledge. The second obfuscation technique is to obfuscate self-control by creating a fear of punishment. You are a powerful co-creator of experience, creating inward harmony with emotions, thoughts, and actions. Actions are the external manifestation of thoughts and emotions. We can create when thoughts and emotions are brought together through love and expanded consciousness. The quality of dominion is the inward harmony of thoughts and emotions, this self-respect and self-love, i.e., unity consciousness. Freedom is created by dominion, and never through passing laws, or dominating other people by manipulating their minds to give power away to others. Unfortunately, the fear of punishment obfuscates a person's dominion or sovereignty because most people do not understand natural law principles and confuse principles with law. Anything written as a law that gives individuals or groups of individuals the power to do something not given to them by the Creator is immoral. If a law does not exist in nature, it is untrue and should be rejected by anyone with common sense. Justifications are irrelevant and do not matter. An example of immoral law people follow out of fear of punishment is forced taxation. You, as an individual, do not have the right to take from another with the threat of violence. Governments only have this right if individuals have this right. You can ask someone for tax, but you do not have the moral right to force them. Taxation is theft if it is taken with the threat of violence. Chapter 4 Method 2 of Mind Control Worldview Poisoning. The second method of mind control is worldview poisoning, which is poisoning how a person sees themselves and those around them. There are 4 ways of poisoning a person's worldview. First, convince people that humans are inherently evil. Convincing a person that they are inherently evil creates a psychopathic mind state. This conditioning is intergenerational. Our parents have this mindset, and they teach it to their children. Nurture. Worldview poisoning children determines how they behave as adults. The neural pathways in the neocortex of the brain are reinforced by conditioning. If a person is nurtured with love and the belief that humans are inherently good, that person will exhibit positive tendencies. However, a worldview poisoned person will exhibit psychotic tendencies. These tendencies are programmed into our physiological mind-body computer. These programs are not who we are but play a role in expressing who we are. Create the victim mentality. The manipulator's goal is to put a person in the victim mentality. The victim's worldview is that they are an eternal victim, and there are eternal victimizers, and it is not our collective doing or conditioning. This is how the world is and has always been. If you think in a victim mentality, you are under mind control and wholly deceived. We must get back to principles and put first things first. We do this by getting to know what is true under natural law. We must know what we have the right to do under natural law, and what we do not have the right to do under natural law. Poison one's view of their value. The third way of poisoning a person's worldview is to get them to think of themselves as a number, for example, how much money you make, what sort of car you drive, and external metrics of value. This is poisoning a person's value, the idea of the value of an individual. A person's value is their spirit, which has infinite value. Convince people that change is not possible. The fourth way of poisoning a person's worldview is to convince them that change is simply impossible. Poisoning a person's value of themselves will make immoral behavior all the easier. Change is possible, but not easy. It must be willed to manifest. Change is only possible when we take back control of our power and take back our minds. When we give power away, we experience adverse conditions. We create favorable conditions when we take back our creative power. We co-create this reality with natural law, God's law, principles called prudence. When we apply natural law principles properly for the right reasons, we have life, liberty, and happiness. But we will only have those things once we regain our power and embody the principles of natural law. Being empowers us into doing, and this is power. We can do the work when we take power back and embody principles, meaning to be a certain way in this world. Chapter 5 Method 3 Exploitation of humanity's deepest primal fears. These ancient psychological fears are rooted deep in the subconscious mind. The 4 primal fears. The fear of darkness. The fear of predators, predation, or being preyed upon. The fear of abandonment by a father figure. The fear of chaos resulting from darkness, predators, and abandonment. During the last ice age, humans lived in caves, and life was short. Predators were a constant threat, especially in the darkness of the night. Primal fears are associated with survival. These deep fears in the human psyche keep people in a self-generated prison. The instinct to survive is the strongest in the human species. The sorcerer will establish sorcery upon the fact that you will trade anything for survival. A dark occult ideology is that the first and foremost responsibility is self-preservation. This way of thinking does not lead to higher wisdom, and is the ideological concept embedded into the minds of the dark occultist. Survival is not the highest responsibility and is, therefore, not a principle. This is a mind control technique that exploits humanity's deepest primal fears. Chapter 6 Method 4 of Mind Control Divide and Conquer. If you keep a group of individuals focused on the external and their perceived differences, they are all the easier to rule. Therefore, it is essential for rulers to keep people thinking of themselves as distinct and different, never seeing their unity,